Namaste, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. Namaste to all. Welcome to this today's session. My sincere pranams to beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. Friends, today our topic, the great spiritual concept, is spiritual evolution. The stages of soul, how soul evolved from one stage to the highest stage, from the lower stage to higher stage. So let's understand this in detail. This is called soul evolution. Atma Prayana, Atma Vruddhi, the development of the soul. We will understand in detail, friends. First of all, if we observe, even in the physical body, an infant, which is just freshly born, an infant, right? The infant will grow. Infant to then slowly become a kid, then become a youngster, then he become a adult, then he become a old, then he passes away. So there is a development in the physical body also. If you observe any physical body, any animal also, you take animal, take a plant, animal, and then human being. If you observe them, there is a growth from one stage to the higher stage. That means one stage to the next stage to next stage, like that. So there is always evolution, or you call so-called development or progress from one stage to the other stage. So this development is inevitable. The progress is inevitable, my dear friends. When you observe the physical body also, it holds good same. The same thing holds good. The development and progress at every stage it is there. Okay. So the physical body grows from infant to the kid. That means is all the limbs and all the organs and the height and weight and everything will increase from one stage to other stage. Similarly, it happens at all stages, my dear friends. So let's understand how this happens in the soul. In the soul evolution, how does this happen? What are the different stages? So let's understand more and more, right? So friends, before understanding this, let's understand a little bit about the creation, how the creation being happened, how the creation is going on from the supreme intelligence. From the point of view of supreme intelligence, we will try to understand and analyze. Okay. So first, the whole creation comes from supreme intelligence. That's called supreme power. We call it as a Paripurna Atma, Purna Atma, right? Paripurna Atma. That's a one supreme intelligence. The whole creation started. The whole creation means the entire universe, the entire cosmos, the stars, galaxies, planets, human beings, animal kingdom, the mineral kingdom, so-called plant kingdom. Everything is created, my dear friends. It's all started from the supreme intelligence or Paripurnatma. Okay, Purnatma, you can say that. Supreme consciousness, also you can say. Okay, right. So from there, the first thing, it is divided into two forms. The creation started in two ways. You can say that you can classify into two aspects. One is Prakriti, another one is Purusha. Prakriti and Purusha. It is created like this. Okay. From supreme intelligence, the two parts, Prakriti and Purusha. What is Prakriti? Prakriti is something like non-intelligent matter. The Purusha is the intelligent matter. Okay. So under the Prakriti, what all things comes? The nature. It's called nature. Under the nature, the whole creation, the part of creation, if you observe, the plant kingdom, mineral kingdom, animal kingdom, all this comes under Prakriti. Prakriti, the part of creation, that is Prakriti. So when it comes to the Purusha, Purusha means the intelligence matter. So under that, the human kingdom comes. Okay, the human kingdom comes. So always we need to understand. There is no evolution from mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom to the human kingdom. There is no evolution like that, my dear friends. So if anybody is having that kind of mindset, that kind of understanding earlier, so try to replace that. Okay. So all that happens is in Prakriti, all these are created. So nature kingdom, there's a nature kingdom. In the part of nature, animals, plant kingdom, and then comes to mineral kingdom. Mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom. So it comes like that. Okay. So here, under the Purusha, only the human kingdom is created. Okay. So let's understand more about this. So what about the soul? Soul enters into animal, mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, and animal kingdom. So soul is also existing in all these things, my dear friends. But what is the soul called is group soul. Okay, it's a group soul. So what is meant by group soul? What is the meaning of group soul? It means there are, let's say, for example, one particular tree, one particular plant. The plants are many types of plants are there, no? So like guava tree, mango tree. So like many trees are there. Under plant kingdom itself, there are many more plants, many types of plants. So for every one type of plant, there is one thing called group soul. That means millions of species of one particular type of plant will have one group soul. Okay, so one group soul will be there. So like that, all the plants in the different plant, even in the plant kingdom, there are different plants. For each plant type of plant, there is one group soul which is created. Okay, the evolution will be going on there only. Like some trees will get, some trees will die, some trees will born, some trees will be going on growing again. So it's like that. In there also there is a evolution and the growth continuously happening, my dear friends. The same way, animal kingdom. If you see the animal kingdom, right? So in the animal kingdom also, there are herbivorous, carnivorous, different animals are there. So there also a particular type, for example, tiger or an elephant, all the or kind of cows, right? Bull. So all these things, different animals are there. Again, in the animal kingdom, there are many animals. So every animal, one type of animal will have one group soul, my dear friends. So in that, some elephants will be dying, some elephants will be reborn. So like that, the group soul will be conducting the entire growth and evolution of that particular species. Okay, the same thing holds good for the mineral kingdom. So try to understand that. So what exactly, if you understand more about that, first of all, there is no intelligence in that Prakriti. That means any of these kingdoms, either mineral or plant or the animal kingdom, there is no much intelligence over there. There is a limited intelligence, very limited intelligence, right? So they follow the instinct. That means they don't have free will. They don't have free will. So they have no much thinking about it. There is no creation of intelligence and more intelligence, or you can say like more thinking is not there. So what they do is they try to follow their instinct. Okay, the and general abilities, the inborn qualities, inborn abilities only. Okay, so they don't have free will. So as they don't have free will, there is no question of law of karma applicable there, my dear friends. This you need to remember very carefully. So there is no law of karma for the nature kingdom, that is Prakriti. Prakriti doesn't have the nature kingdom. So you need to understand this. So there is no question of, there is no free will, there is no law of karma applicable there. So let's come to the understanding of Purusha. So in Purusha, the human kingdom is created. So in the human kingdom, what happens is we have individual soul. The souls are the speck of consciousness. We call it as a speck of consciousness, the soul. So each soul is an individual soul for every human being. So at the same time, we need to understand here, there is no concept of group soul, but we can call this soul itself as a group soul. In fact, how it is possible? What is the meaning of it? For example, a physical body, we have 1 trillion, more than 1 trillion cells inside our body. Each cell act like each entity, a separate soul entity. Try to understand, my dear friends. So as you see, there are many trees have one soul that we call it as a group soul, right? So suppose mango tree. So millions and billions of mango tree, right? So they are multiple number, but they have one soul called group soul. Similarly, the same group soul concept applicable for the human being also. How it is possible? In a human being, there are more than 1 trillion cells. Every cell is an entity. Each entity is separate entity. Okay. So every small entity or cell is also having its own soul consciousness. So the combination of all the more than 1 trillion cells in your human body is conducting by one group soul, or we call it as a soul only. When it comes to the human being, we appear a single physical body. At one instance, we can find one physical body, right? So in that case, all the 1 trillion, more than 1 trillion cells, they are all called separate single entities right? They are soul entities. So they are all connected by one soul, that is group soul, or you can call simply in simple terms, you can call it as a soul, your individual soul. We call it as an individual soul. So these are concept, my dear friends. When it comes to this, what happens is here we have free will, we are intelligent in creation, we are co-creators. In fact, the God created us. So we try to create many things here on this earth planet, right? So there are many technologies come, many of the things we make, many research we conduct. So we create our own. It's a parallel creation. It's a co-creation. We call it as a co-creation because why we are co-creators? Because we have got intelligence, we got mind, right? Intellect, mind, buddhi, everything we have. So when we have this mind and when we have this buddhi, intellect, so what will happen? So we have intelligence also. So what will happen is we start creating many things. So that's why we are called co-creators, and we have free will here. So if you want to do this, you can do. If you want to talk somebody, you can talk. If you want to do some action, you can do action. If you don't want, you cannot. You don't need to do any action. So in the other side, under Prakriti, what happens is you have no question of action. There's only reaction exists there. Okay, there's no question of action. So did you see any animal which is creating a painting or a kind of a sculpture or a kind of a designing a product? So did you see anywhere like that? No, you can't see that. But in the human kingdom, what happened? You can create something new. So it's a called co-creation, parallel creation, my dear friends. That means you have intelligence, you have free will, then the law of karma is bound to be there. Okay, we will come under the purview of law of karma. Okay, so that is the greater understanding of this particular creation concept, my dear friend. This is the actual creation, how it goes on. It is going on, it will be going on like this only. So this is the minimum understanding, you try to take it. Okay, so let's go to the next topic is, so our actual main topic we will go into now. So friends, when you say that human being is a soul, right? A individual soul, right? So this individual soul, once it born into the physical body, it means it comes to mother womb at the about 3 months or so. When the physical body is growing inside the mother womb, that small cell which is growing inside in the mother womb. So at the 3 months age, right, of the physical body, the soul enters inside. Okay, so this soul, so what is this soul? How we can understand this soul? It's a energy consciousness, comes from the Purnatma. That's right. Okay, so what are the difference? Are there any stages in the soul? Yes, there are many stages. As I explained you, physical body grow from the infant, kid, and all the different stages and becomes a old age and then pass away. Similarly, in soul also there are stages. The first stage of the soul, that means in the development of the soul, progress of the soul, in evolution of the soul, the first stage is called infant soul. Try to understand. What is infant soul? The infant soul is just born soul, come from the supreme consciousness, just came and he born into the one physical body. What to do? For what purpose it comes? To learn, to practice, to improve its intelligence, to improve its own growth. For its own growth, it comes from the supreme conscious, take birth on the earth planet or any other planet. Wherever the life is going on, it will born. So then the first time it borns from the supreme conscious, first time it comes now, that is called infant soul. The infant soul is always living. In the human being, as a human being, once it is born, it always lives with the Muladhara chakra. Friends, there are 7 chakras are there in our body. Okay, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, then Visuddhi, and then Agna chakra, then Sahasrara. So there are 7 chakras are there with us. Okay, like 7 bodies, as I explained in the previous time. There are 7 chakras, 7 bodies, 7 lokas. Okay, so these are all correlated. I will explain in the different class. Okay, the infant soul, the first stage of the growth of in the growth of evolution of soul, the first stage is infant soul. The infant soul always lives with the Muladhara chakra. He always try to say, so I born in the Muslim, as a Muslim, I born in the Hindu, I born in the Jainism, I go to temple, I go to mosque. So like, he will always say that I am born as a Hindu, then I go to the temple. I pray for the God. So he never realizes there is something God inside and all this. He doesn't know anything. No spirituality, no question of spirituality. He lives in the tamoguna. That is tamoguna. That is the character. He will be always leading the life. That means he concentrates on only reproduction, eating, sleeping, and then he works for his own family. That's all. So he doesn't have any kind of a more intelligence, or he doesn't have any kind of a spiritual insight at this stage, my dear friends. Then goes to the, after the infant soul, baby soul. It goes to baby soul. So what baby soul does? So it also lives in the tamoguna. What it does is, for example, if you born as a Hindu, you will try to say, okay, all we are Hindus, like 10 people, 15 people, and surrounding his family or his friends. He'll say that we all go to the temple. Let's go to the temple. Why we have to be here? So let's go and pray for the God. Like he will try to motivate others also into that kind of religion. So it means he works on the physical level only. So he doesn't have any kind of a maturity on spiritual side. There's no spiritual insight at this point of time. He also lives with the tamoguna only. But only thing is, he try to motivate others. He try to bring others also as a group. So that's the activity. He lives in the Anahata chakra. Okay, sorry. He lives in the Swadhisthana chakra, my dear friends. So then goes to the next stage is young soul. Young soul. So what is young soul? So try to understand. This young soul always something like, the young soul will act in a little higher maturity in the physicality only, no spirituality here also. So but they live in the rajoguna. So what happens exactly? For example, a politician or the kind of a politician or ashram head or all these things, they all comes into the this category. So a person become a politician, a person become a matadisha, so matadipati, something like that. No, so what they say, I am everything. Okay, this is my party, so I follow like this. You all have to follow this. That means he command other people. But this is actually rajoguna, my friends. This is a rajoguna. You need to understand. So you try to command everybody around him and in the society, and he try to make a, if he make a one big ashram, like he form a big ashram and mata. So then he try to bring everybody and make everybody to practice whatever he feel correct. He try to make them to practice. So this happens with the kind of a so-called young soul. Okay, the young soul is going to do all these activities. Okay, then politician, what politician does? He form a one political party. He make everybody to attract to the philosophy or principles of that political party. Here there is no question of spiritual insight yet. Okay, he doesn't have spiritual insight at all. So he lives in the only rajoguna. So try to understand this. Okay, so the next goes to mature soul. What is a mature soul? Friends, you will be observing many of the people, with their own practice. Like after he become a young soul, the next stage of evolution is mature soul. In the part of mature soul, so we can discuss about great painters, great cricketers, great musicians. All these people, what happened? They also lives in the Rajoguna. You want to become a great painter. You want to become a great cricketer. You want to become a great musician. Of course, you start learning music. A particular activity, a particular intelligent activity take up in his own life. After spending so many lives in these different stages of soul, when it comes to the mature soul, he try to take a particular activity or particular profession, particular the art or paint or whatever skills, a particular skill. He tries to go on develop it and then become a great musician, the great painter, the great sculptor. So the great musician, all these things they become. Okay, but did you see many of the musicians, many of the outside painters, many of cricketers? Did you see any spirituality in them? Did you find anybody talking about the soul and Atma and other intelligence, supreme intelligence, and different lokas? Are they start talking? Anybody started talking outside? Did you observe anybody? No, it's not possible. So I observed many people. So the great musicians, great painters, and great cricketers, they start eating one non-veg. They are eating non-veg. They are killing animals. They eat for them. This for the food. They do all this. But he'll be a great painter. He's a great musician. He's a great musician, friends. So he's a great musician, and even then he'll be going to the non-vegetarian. He doesn't have sense of ahimsa. All this doesn't come at this stage of soul, my dear friends. So that is called mature soul. So what they do is, so they will be living in the anahata chakra. So your young soul was Manipuraka chakra, that is at the novel. Then next level, heart chakra, that is heart chakra. They work with the heart chakra. So that is where they create something, different things they create. So they become a something like, they create some skills. With their own skills, They'll create some music, they create some art, they create some paint, all these things they do. They work with the Anahata chakra, that is heart chakra, my dear friends. Then goes to Visuddha chakra. So that is that particular soul is called old soul, old soul. So in the old soul, my dear friends, the first time the spirituality begins, right? You try to understand who am I, why I'm born here, from where I came, what is the secret of all this creation, what is going on, what is the mystery behind this, what is God. You try to understand everything. You want to understand all these things. You want to learn. Okay, who am I? Why I am born here? So what is the soul? What is Atma? Okay, so these all these things started. You start learning all these things. That particular the initiation will begin here. The spirituality begins here. Okay, so they will be living with Visuddha chakra. Visuddha chakra means this throat chakra. It's called throat chakra. They start working with the throat chakra, my dear friends. So these are the old soul. So what will happen? They are living in the Sattvika Guna. They come to the Sattvika Guna. That is what is very important. Okay. So, friends, so now the self-learning at this stage, as a old soul, there is only self-learning going on. That means I learn meditation, I practice myself, and I read the books. Like what we said here, as a part of PSM, we always been saying meditation, swadhyaya, satsanga. These three things you'll be keep doing. Okay. Then Dhyana, that is sadhana, and Swadhyaya, then Satya. These three things will be, he will be continuously doing this in his own life. For himself. He will try to learn from himself. Okay. So the next comes to Vimukhatma. Vimukhatma. That means Vimukhatma means it is actually something like Vimukhatma. This is the next stage, my dear friends. Sixth stage of soul evolution. So the previous to this is what we discussed, old soul. At the old soul, your spirituality begin is your own practice for your own self. Okay. Then comes to Vimukhatma. That means whatever you learn, you want to teach others. Right? You want to teach others, you want to make others also to improve, and you want to make others also to understand the spirituality, to grow in their own the spiritual evolution. All this you try to do. So they are called Arihanta. Arihanta. By the stage of Arihanta, my dear friends. Before Arihanta, what happened? There are, I said in the previous class also, there are Arised Vargas. That means 6 qualities of a human being. Okay. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Macharya. Kama means desires, Krodha means anger, Lobha means greediness, Moha means attachments or illusions, Mada means proudness, Ahankara. Ahankara will come. Macharya means jealousy. So all these qualities, right, they'll be keep improving from infant soul to the old soul. When it comes to old soul, what happened? Most of the qualities get under your control. All the 6 Arised Vargas are there now. So every birth of a human being, in the one stage of other stage of this soul, what happens is there will be improvement in the only these 6 qualities, my dear friends. All the way we come from the supreme intelligence. We come to the earth planet or any other planet. We take a birth in the physical form, the human being. We try to improve only these qualities. We come from only for this purpose, my dear friends. All the 6 qualities, they'll be keep improving from one stage of whole soul to next stage of soul. When these qualities are getting improved, then you will be entering from infant to the baby soul to the young soul to the old soul. Like that, your improvement also keeps happening. Okay, but in every soul stage of the soul, at least the number of births you take is about an average 50 to 100 births you will take, my dear friend. It all depends on your practice, depends upon your own awareness, because it's a free will. No, there is a free will. There is no question of going back. There's no, only thing is you have free will, so you can choose anything what you want. Anything you want to do, you can do. You can talk, you can think, whatever you want, you can do. Nobody control here. No God will come and say, think like this, do like this, control like this. No, nobody will say. Only thing is there are mentors and teachers and their guides. So like the Dhyana teachers, masters, like yogis, rishis, all these are there to guide you. And there are Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, all there are available to take the help of them, and you can grow from one stage to another stage easily. So only thing is the spirituality begins at old soul, my dear friends. So now when it comes to the 6th stage of soul evolution is called Vimukhatma. So what happens is at this stage, you learned everything. Before that, you learned as an old soul, you learned about meditation, practice, swadhyaya, everything. Now you start teaching others. You become Arihanta. Arihanta means what? All the 6 qualities of that Arised Vargas, you win over, you accomplish them. You almost got control of all these 6 qualities under you. So that is the kind of a mature, like, beyond old soul. This is the highest soul, highest stage of spirituality, my dear friends. So once you become Arihanta, then what happened? You started teaching the old world. That means you started teaching many of the people, right? So that is the stage called Paramatma. That is infinite soul. The next stage, for seventh stage, I'm telling you, the seventh stage of soul evolution, which is Paramatma or infinite soul. At this point of time, what happened? You start for the entire world, the spirituality. Like we have seen many masters, many of the masters we have seen, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Mahathar Babaji, and Vivekananda, and we have seen like Buddha, Gautam Buddha, Mahavira, right? So these great masters, all they came, they started their journey from infant soul to the final infinite soul. Their journey was infant soul to infinite soul, my dear friends. So with this soul evolution, what they have done, they reached the state of Paripurna, the Purnatma. They reached to the highest state, that is when they become infinite soul, that is the actually Paripurna Atma, the Paramatma state, okay, where you can start creation, you can generate the Amshatma, that means you become a creator. You become a creator. So that stage is called Paramatma or infinite state, infinite soul. Okay, friends. So this is the evolution of a soul, happens from infant to the infinite soul. So every one of us, by practicing more and more meditation, more swadhyaya, we're all of you came here for you all became spirituality. You're trying to understand the spirituality. So now you are at the stage of old soul. Okay, so Ruddhatma is called Ruddhatma. So you are in the stage of old soul or Ruddhatma. You started practicing meditation, swadhyaya. You are sharing the experiences, satsang you are doing. So you'll be growing now. You'll be growing and you'll become a Vimukhatma. That means you teach others, you make others to come out of this the bondage and karmic bondage and karmic attachment, my dear friends. When you became a Vimukhatma, almost like your law of karma finishes there. It is almost finished there. Okay, then you become Bodhisattva. After Arihanta, then what happens? You become Bodhisattva. So in between the Arihanta and Buddha, there is another stage, Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva, what happened? Arihanta means you teach in your own family and surrounding. So as a Bodhisattva, what happens? You teach more people. You teach more people. You try to make all others to understand the self-realization and spirituality. That is Bodhisattva. So when it become from the Bodhisattva, next stage is Buddha. So Buddha means Buddhahood. Buddha state means you taught the entire world, the entire society. You want everybody to become get into ahimsa, prajna, karuna, and you bring all the qualities, all these great qualities, spiritual qualities and spiritual consciousness. You bring into the entire society, entire world, then became Buddha. So that is called Paramatma Hood. That is called Paripurnatma. That is called Creator. That is a infinite soul, my dear friends. So friends, let us go in. Let's all become. Let's all practice more and more practice. With our more and more practice, we also would like to, we definitely want to become infinite soul in one or other birth. Okay, my dear friends, this entire soul evolution, right from infant soul to the infinite soul, the total number of births, an average 350 to 400 births as a human being. Okay, so once we complete the entire journey of entire progression, there's a constant progression, my dear friends. There's a constant progression. The progression from the infant soul to old soul. Try to understand. From the infant to the old soul, the progression is very delayed, very slow, very slow. Okay. That's called, of course, there is a constant progression there also. Okay, yesterday we discussed about it. So there is a law of spiritual science. Yesterday we discussed in that the part of that is the constant progression, one of the spiritual law. So this law of constant progression is also there from infant soul to the old soul, but it is slow, my dear friend, because you don't have yoga there. You don't have spirituality added there. Okay, when you become an old soul, your spirituality added to you. Then what happened from there? From the old soul to the infinite soul, the constant progression become rapid progression. Okay, the law of rapid progression applicable here, and law of karma also started diminishing. Okay, then what happens is you become an infinite soul, means all the law of karma is vanished. You become Brahmagnani, you become a enlightened person. All this happens, and so that means from the whole soul your spirituality is added, so your progress is also very faster. Okay, so that is why, so from old soul to the infinite soul, number of births will be limited, maximum about 50. or something like that. But before that, all 300 lives go there, go from the old soul, from becoming from infant soul to the old soul. You take about 300 lives, my dear friends. In the final stages, only about 50 or so number of births you take, and you become from old soul to the infinite soul. Friends, so today, now, so our concept is about soul evolution. So we have covered the enough details about it. There is much more to talk about this evolution. It's a very big subject and lengthy topic, my dear friends. So let's now practice, because already we are more than 6:30 now. We are past 6:30. So let's practice meditation. All of you, let's go into the meditation. We'll have wonderful practice today. Meditation practice, sadhana. Friends, all the people who know the meditation, the masters who are already practicing, go into the meditation. And newcomers, new joiners, I will give guidelines, follow my guidelines. Switch off your lights. Let's start the meditation. Let's start the sadhana. Let's try to become one or other day as an infinite soul. Paramatma, Purnatma. Go into the meditation, switch off your lights, switch off your mind, sit comfortably, sit comfortably. Sit comfortably on your chair, on the bed, on the floor. If you want, take a rest, back support, a wall or a chair. Now, close your eyes. Your eyes must be closed always. Clasp your fingers, cross your leg, cross your feet, downside. Clasp your fingers and keep on the thigh. Remove spectacles, no more spectacles. Now, start observing your natural flow of breath. The breath which is going and coming in, start observing on the nose tip. That is in breath, out breath. This is called Anapanasati meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, Sati means be with them. Start observing your own breath. Start observing the breath. Natural, tender, gentle breath. No kumbhaka, no rechaka, no anuloma viloma, no more pranayama, only sukhamaya pranayama. Observing your own breath. Sthira sukha asana, sukhamaya pranayama. Adu ಹೆಸರೇ ಧ್ಯಾನ. ಶ್ವಾಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಮನ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶ್ವಾಸ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವಿರಬೇಕು. No God form, no chanting, no mantra, no visions. Nothing is required. Just be with your breath. A natural flow of breath. Our breath will take from infant soul to the infinite soul, my dear friends. We progress constantly from infant soul to the infinite soul through the meditation, through your own sadhana, your own swadhyaya, satsanga. Keep practicing all these three all the time in your life. One day you will become infinite soul. You become a creator. You become a supreme intelligence. You become Paripurnatma. You become overself. Everyone can become Paripurnatma, supreme intelligence. To become a creator, You need to evolve from infant soul to the infinite soul. Once you become infinite soul, you become Paripurnatma, you become supreme intelligence, you become God, become Madhava. ಮಾನವದಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ. ನಾವು ಮಾನವದಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಷಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಭಗವಾನ್ ಬುದ್ಧ, ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಶಿವ, ಪಾರ್ವತಿ, all the great masters have evolved from infant soul to the infinite soul. Parameswara, Shiva, is still doing meditation in the higher worlds. There are stages above the infinite soul, above the Paripurnatma. There are much more stages are existing. Much more lokas are existing. Infinite lokas. Isvara is doing meditation till now. Now also is practicing meditation after he became a Paripurnatma. To get into more evolution, his own state of evolution to the highest state of evolution, is always trying. You can understand the importance of practice, of a sadhana, of a dhyana. We must do that. We are still not evolved souls. We must practice this meditation regularly. Sadhana, you must do sadhana regularly. I will switch on the mild music. Do not focus on the music. Just be with your breath. Just be with your natural flow of breath. Last 1 minute, final 1 minute of meditation. Final 20 seconds. Last 20 seconds. Be with your breath. Do not open your eyes. Last 10 seconds. Final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place both your hands on eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly take your hands away and slowly open your eyes. So yes, friends, come back. Say, wonderful meditation we have done and the wonderful concept we discussed today, my dear friends. So friends, as a part of holistic lifestyle team, I would like to share with you today the continuation of mudra therapy only. Yesterday we have discussed about Apana Vayu mudra, that is Mrita Sanjeevani mudra, which is very, very helpful. So for all heart related issues, right? So your heart health will be very much secured and protected, my dear friends. So today we will be discussing part of this mudra therapy. There is another mudra called Apana mudra. Yesterday was Apana plus Vayu mudra is called Apana Vayu mudra. Today, Apana mudra, I will try to give the importance of it. So everybody must practice this who is having such kind of issues. Okay. So this Apana mudra is going to work is a great way for the diabetes patients, my dear friends. So diabetes patient must practice this mudra minimum to minimum. You must practice. You must practice this Apana mudra for 50 minutes in one sitting. You must practice for 50 minutes, my dear friends. This is Apana mudra. Okay. any diabetic patient, if you want to keep it in control, you want to completely come out of this diabetes in the course of time, you must practice this Apana Mudra along with Prana Mudra. Okay, Apana Mudra for 15 minutes, and along with that, this Prana Mudra is also there. No, Prana Mudra for 15 minutes. The combination of this will work wonders. Okay, so let's discuss this. What is the Apana Mudra? How it will? Okay, how to practice it? Okay, so the same thing yesterday I told you, right? So this is thumb. The thumb tip must touch the middle finger, ring finger, both like this, like this. Okay, this is the thumb. This is the thumb. This is middle finger, ring finger, right? So touch this. So touch gently, gentle touch. No need to press. No question of pressing. Here, the entire thing is the circulation of energy happens in your body by doing these mudras. Okay. What happens is the mudras, especially this mudras, controls all your 5 elements in your body. Akash Tattva, Jala Tattva, Agni Tattva, Neer Tattva, Prithvi Tattva. All these 5 elements gets balanced in your physical body, then your diseases get healed, my dear friends. So this is very simple. Okay, this index finger and little finger must be stretching outwards. Okay, so this is called Apana Mudra. Okay, right. So this must be practiced in both hands always. And as I told you, it is wonderful for the so-called diabetic patients, who are suffering from sugar and diabetic. So they have to practice 50 minutes in one shot, this one. And there is another thing called Prana Mudra. So this Prana Mudra also you must practice. Okay. So along with the this Mudra, Apana Mudra, they must practice Prana Mudra for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes of Apana Mudra, then go for the 15 minutes immediately for the Prana Mudra also. Prana Mudra is very simple. Again, you see here, observe. So this index finger and middle finger will be stretching outward, and this ring finger and little finger must be touched here. Gently touch like this, and do it for both hands. Okay, and this also for 15 minutes. Okay, diabetes patient must practice Apana Mudra for 15 minutes, this Prana Mudra for 15 minutes. Okay, so then the diabetic will be under very much control. They'll be happy always. Okay, so this Apana Mudra is also having a great qualities, my dear friends. It can reduce, even it works wonders for AIDS disease also. Again, 50 minutes you must practice. And also it wonders work for any pregnant woman. If she start practicing this Apana Mudra for 15 minutes or more than 15 minutes, whatever suitable for her, if she start practicing, so she will get natural delivery. Try to understand. The natural delivery, it helps a great. Okay. So likewise, there are many benefits, my dear friends. Even migraine will be cured. Your toothache will be reduced. All your stomach problems, right? So your stomach pain, vomiting, hiccups, and restlessness, all this will be removed with the practice of this continuous practice of this Apana Mudra. Minimum 15 minutes required in one sitting. Okay, so hope you will all practice this and get the benefit of this Apana Mudra, my dear friends. So let's have some sharing and experiences sharing, and you can express yourself, and you have any clarifications, you can clarify. Yes, Niranjan sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
ನನಗೆ ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಮುದ್ರಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ ವೋಂಟ್ ಶೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್. At least
no, actually Apana Vayu Mudra, yesterday I told you, that heart related mudra. Okay. It is immediate results. You try, or anybody who is having a chest congestion or a chest discomfort and feeling stressed in the body, like so kind of anything like that, if they try, wonder it makes wonder immediately. The result is in 8 to 10 seconds.
Okay, because why I am saying, because someone should experience the problem, then only they'll get a relief. Yes. That's why I'm telling. Because if we get any kind of discomfort, I think then you have to try.
Yes.
If a normal person, he won't be seeing any changes. That's why just I want to know anybody, any other people have experience and relief or something. That is good for others also to motivate.
ಈ particular all 5 fingers are there, no? This
Okay, sir.
indicates the Agni Tattva. Okay.
Agni.
So this index finger is there, no? The Vayu Tattva.
Okay.
The middle finger indicates Akash Tattva. Okay. The ring finger indicates Pruthi Tattva. The last finger indicates Jala Tattva. So these five Panchabhutas are there in your hand itself.
Oh, okay, okay.
Each finger indicates one particular tattva. So when you control this Panchabhuta, our body is made up of Panchabhutas, right? So any imbalance in Panchabhutas in our body, it creates a disease, nothing else.
Correct. Okay, okay. Understood.
This mudra therapy is designed to balance all these tattvas inside your body.
Okay.
That is why the great saints, our Rishis and Munis, have invented this mudra therapy.
True, true. I'll accept. I will do continue that.
Yes, yes, definitely. So, Meera avre? Meera?
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yesterday, I also practiced that.
Yes.
Felt little better because I am having little gastric and all.
Okay.
2 times I practiced in morning and by night.
Oh, great. Okay.
It was little bit relaxed that.
Yes, definitely. It will with a slow practice, it will definitely bring the results, no doubt.
Other than that, I didn't feel anything otherwise.
Yes.
But it was little bit better.
Yes, definitely. Practice meditation. This, whenever you are doing any mudra, advised to be in the closed eyes. That is, you're not doing meditation also, at least closed eyes. Okay. If you are in the Dhyana mudra, I mean, you are doing meditation, then you are doing this, is wonderful again.
Yeah, now also I kept in that same mudra, sir.
But whenever we are doing a deep meditation, no, that mudra, no mudra is required. You have to go for a cross fingers. Fingers, okay. Fingers, clasp fingers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Really, this is advisable as a therapy.
Okay.
It's a therapy treatment.
Okay, sir.
Try to understand. Okay.
This kind of things is to relieve disease like condition, like whatever pain. But other is to go to meditation. Okay.
Ours is actually clasping fingers, crossing legs. All these things. That mudra, that sthira sukha asana is actually for meditation.
Meditation. Okay.
Yeah. Want to go for deeper meditation? That is the thing. You can't do a mudra and go into deeper meditation.
Okay. You won't be getting
no, you can't get into the higher state of deep state of meditation.
Deep state of, okay.
Yeah, you can't do that. So here, these mudras, if you are just sitting in the meditation, observing breath and doing this also, it gives a higher and faster results.
Okay.
If you have no convenience, like you are working and you are wakeful and you are working something, concentrate something, if you still want to do mudra, do it, no problem.
This mudra you can do it anywhere, no, sir? While traveling also, in case something.
Yes, anywhere, any place, anytime. So, for example, we are working. For example, you are working in front of computer. You have some looks like some stress is formed or in the mind or in the heart region. Then keep this and keep like this on the thigh and then keep working on the other hand. No problem. But advise to do with
both hands, no? Both hands, yeah.
Both hands, the results will be greater. Even if you have no time or no situation like that, you can do one hand also, some result will come.
For I think for eye is one relaxation or for some kind of rest. Is what mudra will get.
I will explain one by one because everyone will have a lot of theory. Okay. So we need to explain every mudra with the concept. First concept, then comes to the mudra practice, then comes to the benefits. Like in the three formats we will explain. So that's why one by one now, in every class, one mudra I will tell you. So till the last class, before last class, of course, we will discuss about the holistic lifestyle. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Sunil,
sir, good morning, sir.
Yes. Good morning.
Can you show the mudras once again, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. I didn't get to a question.
No, can I have the mudras once again, sir? Video.
Once again, which mudra you wanted?
For prana and today's 2 mudras.
Okay. This is actually very simple. I told you. You see here. This is a thumb tip, and middle finger and ring finger. This tip, both tip have to touch like this.
Okay.
Gentle touching. It should be there like this. And other two fingers must be extending outwards, straight outwards. Okay, gentle touch. I will send you the WhatsApp group. No, don't matter. Don't bother about it. I will send the details in the WhatsApp group. You follow that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Prana mudra is also, I explained you the last two fingers, the ring finger and the little finger. Just gently touch the surface of that. That's all. Other two fingers must be extending outwards, straight. Should be straight. This is prana mudra. So for diabetic, these two combination of these two mudras is essential every day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So any more questions?
ಈ ಮುದ್ರಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವನ್ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಇದು ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಕ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ.
Okay.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಅದರ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಗರ್ಭಿಣಿ ಅವರು, ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಏಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಬೂಸ್ಟರ್.
Yes. For all of that it will work actually.
Okay.
Mudras doesn't have any side effects. It's like a holistic lifestyle. So in the holistic lifestyle, there is no disadvantage or side effects.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Next, Sheila.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Very nice topic, sir. Today, this one is all chakras and related to soul. Which stage we are in? We got everything very nice, sir. I got experienced. My son is, I think, I feel now you are telling is infant soul. I feel, sir, because my son started. Meditation.
No, he's not infant soul. He's a old soul. He has started
Old
meditation. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because my elder son he started writing book with 7 when he was in 7 years, sir. He written 7 books. He got India book record holder, and that while we met one of third eye master. They just saw the book and they started talking to him, and they said, who are you? They asked him. I am Pranav, he used to tell. After that, they told, you are a Kuyampu, they said. After that, they said for us, your son is a Kuyam soul, he born again. So you are a great mother, they said, sir. So today I got to know why they told like that. Sir.
Definitely. See, once in a lifetime, you are a great king. Shivaji, you can say, the great kings, overall the great Chhatrapati Shivaji. So our Vijayanagara Empire, right? So Sri Krishna Devaraya, you can be any king, you can be a great king or whatever, right?
Yes.
Janaka Raja, Janaka Maharaja, you can be anything. But when it comes to next life, the total change will happen. It will be upside down. It will be upside down. Try to understand. So suddenly that person appears in the next life like he got a dumb, or he got a, depends upon his karmas, what to do. So depends upon all past lives, the whole upside down will happen. Nothing to worry. No need to be panic or no need to worry on that. Okay, just keep moving. I told you the constant progression will happen. Okay, the constant progression. ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಪುರೋಗಮನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ತಿರೋಗಮನ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಕುಂಟಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಗುಡ್ಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಡೆಫ್, ಡಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. Nature has given you, and you took birth on your own creation. Your own mind has created your birth, right? So that means there is a purpose for it. Just go with it, accept it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Anyway, congratulations, Pranav. You're doing good job. ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಅವತ್ತೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಏನೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ದವ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಯು ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್.
ಅದು ಸರಿ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೂ ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ಗೆ ಫುಲ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾನು ಇದಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸರ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ನಾವಿವಾಗ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಆತ್ಮ ಸೋಲ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಭಯ ಪಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಸೋಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಆತರ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ನಿಜ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ನಂಬಿಕೆನೇ ಇರಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸೋಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ.
ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಚಕ್ರಕ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ ಬರೋದು. ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಬೈ ಬರ್ತ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇರಿಯನ್, ನಾನು ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಈ 7-8 months ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ನಾವು ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ರೀಸನ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್.
ಸ್ಥಿತ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬೇಡ.
ಇವನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ 25 years ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಈಗ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಹಠ ಹಾಕುದು 21 ದಿನ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ದಂಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಕೂರ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಏಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೋ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್. ಏನೋ ವಿನ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಲ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಹಠ ಹಾಕೂತಿದೀವಿ, ಏನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗೋದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ. ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್.
Right, very good. So when eligibility is there, I told already, when eligibility is there, when you become when you enter into the old soul, that is Vruddhatma, so then your actual spirituality begins. Till then you will not get an idea. First of all, many people, I observe many people in the society, right? So many people, they won't understand first of all, but some people are coming to meditation, dhyana, for just removing their diseases. Some of them is coming like that, but with the concept, with the keeping in mind, they want to eradicate some disease. They enter into meditation. Slowly they try to understand the Atma Gnana also.
True.
After the disease is gone, after the disease is gone, what happened? They think, okay, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗಾನ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಅಂತ ಆತರ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೋಣ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಜಿಜ್ಞಾಸ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ now. Okay, so then they slowly enter into they start teaching to others and all this, like that. So slowly they get into the teaching also, like a master. So once ಅವ್ರ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಪಡೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ವಂತ ಅನುಭವದಿಂದ ಆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಅನುಭವ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ಹರಿಗಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್,
ಆ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಶೀಲಾ ಅವರು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ನನ್ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಕ್ಳು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಮ್ಮನ್ನ
ಅದು ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೀಲಾ ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನಾನೊಂದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಶೀಲಾ ಅವರು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಶೀಲಾ ಅವರು ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಅವರು ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹುಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸೇ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ A to Z ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮೇ. ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆ ಒಂಥರ, ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ಒಂಥರ, ಅವರು ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂಥರ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗಿರೋದು. 10 ವರ್ಷ ಬಿಫೋರ್, 5-10 ವರ್ಷ ಮಧ್ಯಲ್ಲೇ ಅವ್ರು, ನಾನು ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನನಗೂ ಬೇಡ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಡ, ನಾನು ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅವ್ರು. ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಯಾರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋದು, ಅರ್ಥ ಬಿಡೋದು
ಬರ್ತೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಈಗ ಇವ್ರು ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇವ್ರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವರು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎನಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ಇವರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ವಿಸ್ಡಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎವಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸೋಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟವರೆಗೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಔಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್. ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇವ್ರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳೋದೆಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಲವಂತವಾಗಿ ಕೂರ್ಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂರ್ಸಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಅವ್ರ ನಿದ್ದೆನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್.
ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಎವಾಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಬ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಳಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಳಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರ. ನಾವು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜನ್ಮದಿಂದ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ್ಮಗಳಿಂದ, ಪೂರ್ವ ಜನ್ಮ ಸುಕೃತದಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್,
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಸುಮಂಗಲ್ ಅವರು.
Sir, namaste, sir.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
Sir, every day you are giving us very good information regarding different topics, sir. So today I just entered very early, sir. So in and there I was doing some process. So in and there, in between, I was attending few of your words like regarding animals and birds, like how to be precious and how their life. So all these things, it was very nice, sir, to hear. And then like mudras you told, sir. Regarding mudras, every day we start practicing ourselves, and definitely we'll get a very good result, I feel, sir. So these are all things are very new, sir. Actually, mudras and all is very new, and meditation also, like how you are saying, the same way we are going to inculcate among ourselves, sir. So we'll just try our our kids also at home. Like madam was saying about her son. He has wrote 7 books in at very early age. This is like wonderful. Yeah, sir. Very wonderful things what we can hear.
That is his inner talents. They are actually, they come from different birth. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
So,
at this small age achievement means all are actually the inborn qualities, inborn capacity, which comes from the other lives, other past lives. Okay.
Yeah, sir. We will wish madam as well, son, very great achievement, and congratulations, and hope for the best future he will be given by the God and grace of all of us. So anyway, sir, thank you so much for your wonderful session, sir. We will be attending, sir. However it is, we will be attending. A bit here and there will be some disturbances for me, because today night again I have to leave. I have to travel all the way Bijapur. So morning, if possible, I'll attend. Like yesterday, how it happened, I was there in the bus, and here and there network issues will happen. So still we'll attend, and we'll take the result from you, sir.
See, more than that, whenever you are free, first do the meditation.
Yeah, sir.
Whenever you are free, whenever you are not free, also create some time for meditation.
Yes,
sadhana. Always sadhana. Nothing else.
Yes.
Meditation.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Actually, yesterday, Ashok Babu, sir, he spoke, no, sir, with regard to his problems and all. He is my husband, sir. Actually, he is my husband. I got deputation cancelled, and I went to Bijapur. So sir is here only at Malur College. He is an assistant professor. I am also assistant professor at First Street College, Bijapur. So right now we are trying for transfer. So like this only it is happening. So children are there at home. They are doing their meditations and all. We started with them also. So they are
as a family sit combinedly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As a group meditation, you inculcate the group meditation.
Purnima and Amavasya, these days, no, sir.
Amavasya, even not even that. Every day, if you are all together, just spend at least 15-20 minutes with the children. Sit, all of you sit as group meditation you do. Okay, it's much powerful, and it brings lot of transformation inside them also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Anyway, thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yogesh avare Yogesh, yes. Okay. So, friends, it's a wonderful meditation. The wonderful satsang has happened today. So, I'm very thankful to all of you for joining this session. Namaste to all. We'll be meeting tomorrow, same time. Thank you. Thank you.